Hi, this is Melanie from Bronx Community Charter. How's everyone doing on this marvelous day? So today I am bringing to you fried Oreos. You're like, whoa, what is fried Oreos? Fried Oreos are a pastry treat that usually you get at a carnival. It is such a sweet treat that you can possibly get a cavity from it. So don't have too many of them. So people are like, how do you make fried Oreos? Is this like an invention that people just make? And my answer to you is no. They have made this a while back, long time ago. So right now I'm going to be putting a fried Oreo in here. This is kind of like an example of what it looks like. That one sort of kind of got messed up because the batter wasn't thick enough. See, if the batter is not thick enough, you actually get this. And it's not supposed to look like that, guys, okay? You just don't take an Oreo and dip it in, like, oil, and that's it. No. So I'm going to teach you guys how to make a fried Oreo. So the first things first, you want to get a pot full of oil. It could be a pot, it could be a skillet. I'm using a pot today because for some odd reason my skillet is, like, kind of dirty, like really dirty, and I had to do some deep cleaning to it, so I'm using a pot instead. But just I'd rather you use a skillet because it's better for you to get a hold of. You just pour oil in that. People are like, oh my gosh, that sounds really unhealthy. Kind of sort of is, but it is very good. And I enjoy it very much. I love them. So you take actually pancake batter, right? So you make pancake batter. For those of you who don't know how to make pancake batter, it's like really simple. You take pancakes, you take an egg, you take some milk, right? I'm using low-fat milk, 1%. And you also use an egg. And you could use like a tiny bit of water, a little bit of sugar, and some vanilla extract, okay? So you don't really add the vanilla extract to pancake batter, but in this case, for the fried Oreos, it is definitely necessary. So you take some milk, some pancake mix, some egg, well, one egg actually, depending how big your party is, and some vanilla extract. You do not need a lot of this. If you put too much, you will literally have such the most sugariest pastry in your hand that you will just want to just throw it away. Like, this thing makes me want to drink water. Like, I'm not even joking. So I'm gonna actually have a drink of water now. Please drink water, guys, by the way. Water is essential to the human heart. So we have the pancake batter here. So it's kind of like you're making pancakes, but it's just you're dipping your Oreo in there and putting it in fried Oreo. And fried oil, sorry. So I have it here. I don't know if you guys could see it. I still have to keep whisking mine because it's not at like my desired thickness. Don't have it super thick, but don't have it super thin either. So as you can see, it's supposed to be thick, not like super watery. So mine is a little teeny bit watery. You can't have it watery because it's supposed to cover the whole Oreo. Like, it's to a point where you're not supposed to see the Oreo. The Oreo is the surprise, okay? Like, if you dip it in pancake batter, and you just dip it in oil, it's gonna come out looking like this sad little Oreo here that you can obviously see is not a surprise because you see that it's an Oreo. It's obvious, right? It's not supposed to look like this. This is an example of what it's not supposed to look like, okay? You can still eat it because it's still very good, but that's not how you make it. That's wrong. So I'm going to show you how to actually make it. So it's not at my desired thickness. Why? So I'm going to put more pancake mix, okay? But don't have it so thick to a point where like it's like overbearing. Don't do that. So it's not at my desired thickness. So keep adding pancake batter and keep adding pancake batter to your desired thickness and whisk it. Sorry about that, okay? Because if you do not whisk it, it gets chunky, it gets nasty, it doesn't taste good, it just gets horrid. It's just disgusting. So now it's coming to my desired thickness. You see that? It's a little better, but I have to keep whisking. So, and also you need Oreos. I suggest regular Oreos, but you can have any kind of Oreo you want. So for me, because they ran out of the Oreos in my in my supermarket, I had to buy chocolate marshmallow Oreo. I had to buy those. Okay, so I suggest the regular one. I'm being so serious. So you whisk it and you keep whisking it. You keep whisking it. You guys are not really seeing me whisk it, but I'm just sitting here like, any day now. 5, 4, 5. Okay. See, it's getting there. It's getting there a little bit. It's still not at my desired thickness because it's supposed to be thick, but not like super thick where it's like overbearing. So the thing is that the Oreo has to be completely covered by the pancake batter. Because if it is not correct, like I have said. So, but when you add the pancake batter, add a little bit at a time. Because you don't know if you dump the whole box in there, you're going to be like, oh my God, what did I just do? This is bad. So, yep, I just added a little more. Let's see how this works out. And also, sometimes you can see the little creeping lumps hiding in the side. See, there you go. See, now we're talking. It's at the thickness I want it. Yes. Still a little thin, but you just got to keep whisking. It has to be nice and thick. Like to the point where like you almost can't turn anymore. And make sure it's nice and smooth, because if it's lumpy, it's like, ugh, not good. So I'm sure you guys don't make pancakes with lumpy batter. No way. That's lumpy batter is not good. So there you go. It's getting there. You see? Much better. Now, I'm going to add a tiny bit more. Y'all are like, please just hurry up and get this done. So it's supposed to cover the entire Oreo. It has to. It has to. That's the point. Okay? So it's still not there yet. No. So I'm just adding a little bit at a time. I don't want to add so much. Whisking. Now it's there. Yes. Okay. Make sure you get all the bubbles, everything out of the way. Looks like this. It's supposed to look like this, y'all. But just like this. Yay. See? Look at that. You see the difference? Hold on. Let me whisk that again. Y'all need to see that. Look. Whoa. You see? Ow. I burned myself. Oh, be careful. So, look at that. You see that? Difference. You see the big difference it's making? So it has to be nice and like this. Yes. See that? That's a lot better. Okay? It's supposed to look like this. Just like that. And then I'm going to dip it. Okay, so I'm just going to move the fork out of the way. Move it. I burned myself. Okay, so now you're going to take it. See? See, if it's not covered, see, it has to be completely covered. This is not covered, right? So when you dip it and when you put it inside the fryer, it's going to come out like that, guys. It's not supposed to look like that. Okay? So, see, your eyes are looks are deceiving, everyone. Okay, so now we got to try again. We have to put more. And sometimes making Oreos is like, making fried Oreos is just like a never-ending cycle of just dipping and dipping and dipping. So now I'm going to try with a bigger chunk. And also be careful not to burn yourself, because I just burned myself just now. You guys are going to see the thing later. So please be careful. And also for kids, do this with your parent. Okay? Okay, do this with your parent. And also this is like fried Oreos are trial and error, honestly speaking. And I'm doing the trial and error with you guys. Trial and error. Meaning like you don't know if it's thick. You don't know if it's thin. You don't know if it's this. You don't know if it's that. But you just got to keep whisking. So it should at least be a little better now. This is actually still kind of watery. It's like taking forever. It's like taking 5 years. Yeah, it has to be to the point where it's like hard to turn. See? It has to be nice and thick. I'm gonna add a little more because this is just not okay. Okay. You guys are like, this never-ending pancake batter mix thing. What is she doing? It's just, I'm trying to get it to my desired thickness, guys. Because if it's not thick, it ain't it. You know how they say, nice and thick? It has to be nice and thick. But if it's like kind of like sappy, that means you need to add milk. Because it's not supposed to be like that. So now, see, now we're talking. But I have to get all around. Okay. Whoa, see that? Major changes, major difference, you see? It's supposed to be like that. Now, this is the part that we've all been waiting for. See? We just gotta keep whisking. Just keep whisking, just keep whisking, just keep whisking, whisking, whisking. What do you do when you whisk, whisk, whisk? See? Now, we're gonna check it out. Try this again. Now, we're going to look at the Oreo, okay? You see? It's supposed to cover it, just like, see? That is how it's supposed to be covered, y'all. Just like that. And get it lathered all in it. Just like this. This is how it's supposed to look like. But just make sure you get it all in. As long as you can. You see that? Woo! That's what I'm talking about. It's supposed to be like that. But be careful when you put it in the oil. Put it nice and gentle in there. I don't know if y'all can see it. Put that on medium and it will fry soon. Watch. It's gonna get nice. You put this down. And also, please don't lick the batter. The batter is horrible. I know you guys have a habit of licking it. Please don't do it. Okay? And I'm going to have a regular Oreo. Now we're doing the waiting game. I'm adding more because some of my family members like it bigger. Just make sure it's not like all stuck. That it looks like cake batter. More like cake batter rather than pancake batter. But you're just making it pancake batter. And it's still frying. See that? See? That's how it's supposed to look. Like that. When you pull it and you actually see like the volume in it, it's much better. So now if you want, because it's twisted on one side, you could turn it. Turn it to the other side. But just leave it. Because honestly, it's supposed to sizzle like crazy. Like, that's what I'm saying. Do this with a parent if you are a child. Right? Because if you do it without a parent, this is not going to be good for you. It's going to pop in your face. And you're going to have a problem. See? You hear it? It's getting there. I'm just turning it for you guys. And then I'm going to make a second one. And then you guys are going to see the trial and error. Because I like to do that. I like to do trial and errors. Those are like my favorite. Now, see, I'm dipping it. I'm dipping another Oreo. Look how covered that is. Yes. Just like this. Like to the point where like you can almost not see it. That's how it's supposed to be, you guys. Okay? Oreos for the... Look at that. What? You can't even tell that's an Oreo. No way. But when you drop it, please make sure you gently drop it. Because you could burn yourself. Yeah, see? Be careful. When you drop it, make sure you just lightly. Because you could burn yourself. Again, like I said. Now see, we're gonna turn the, oh, be careful you don't put water. And also, when you fry it in oil, just make sure that it's a nice golden brown color. Because if it's not golden brown, it's like, what are you doing? You know? It's supposed to be a nice gold brown. Okay? When you fry it. Don't take it out of the fryer until it's nice and golden brown. Okay? Because if it's not golden brown, it's like, what are you doing? It's like, ooh. Now, it's baking and baking and baking and baking and baking. See, you guys saw that first one. That was not cute. It's going to look like that if you guys don't do it correctly. Right? So now, it's going to look like that. It's going to look really ugly. You hear that? Woo! You guys are like, wait, let me see. I'm going to show you. See that? Nice golden brown color. Like that. Can you guys see it? Yeah, you can. Okay. See? Golden brown. Boom. Yeah. Just like that. Nice and gold brown. Okay? It's supposed to look like that. The last one's going to look a lot better because it's bigger. So, I'm going to show you guys the first one, the second one, and the third one. And how they're all supposed to... And how you can go through a trial and error with each and every single one. So, I usually do that because sometimes you never know how much you want. And so, see that one? Boom. That one's like a perfect one. So, I'm going to show you. Okay? So, this one is like perfecto. Let's watch this one. All right, guys. So, I'm going to show you the 3 different types of Oreos and how each and every single one is just not up for debate. Okay? So, let me just put you guys down for a second, and you guys are going to see it. I'm going to move this out the way. Alrighty. So, let's look at that. Oh, no, that's not going to work. Okay, so, the first Oreo. Okay? Horrible. Disgusting. Bad. See, that's not supposed to look like this, okay? You could still see that it's an Oreo. Oreos are meant to be a surprise. Okay? Now, let's look at the second one. The second one looks a little decent. Please pick it up carefully because it's hot. See, that one is much better. A little better. Right? And how they're supposed to look is that it's supposed to... Oh! Actually, it's hot. It's hot. It's hot. Actually, hold on. Let me get a tissue. So, get a clean one, guys. So, actually, it's supposed to look like this. See? You can't even tell that's an Oreo at all, right? That one, you can kind of sort of tell. The other one is, you can obviously tell. It's horrible. Look at that. Ew. You can still eat it. But it's not a surprise. And it just tastes like a regular Oreo, but just fried. It's like, ew. Now, when you have a bite of this one, you will see the difference, right? Now, watch it. So you see it? See? That's how it's supposed to look. When you bite it, you're like, oh my gosh, this is an Oreo. Okay? That's the point. That is how you make fried Oreos. Okay? It's supposed to be completely and utterly covered. And now, you enjoy. Okay? So this is how you make deep fried Oreos with instructor Melanie. And now you guys have a nice little treat. This is how it's supposed to look like, okay? Conclusion. Make the pancake batter as thick as possible. Okay? Super thick. You see that? See how thick you have to make it? That's the thickness it's supposed to be at. And also, enjoy it with your family. Okay? Throw that other one in the garbage. See you guys. Bye-bye.